Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to be back again today with another video. So today I'm going to be sharing about loneliness. So I'm going to be talking about things like hidden season or like isolation. You know, how most of the times you feel like you're so lonely or you're so like in a place where like an obscurity season, right? And I just wanted to talk about that because I've been in that season for quite a long time, and I just feel like there's some things that God has been teaching me that I believe that they'll be helpful to someone else who's going to be listening. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I'm going to be sharing some of the beautiful things that I have learned about hidden seasons, because I believe that hidden seasons are training rooms where God prepares us, or God puts us in those seasons in order for us to learn certain things that can help us to be successful in the next season, or that can help us to navigate the season that He wants us to be in, or the thing that He has called us to do. For us to be able to do that, I believe that God puts us in a hidden season in order to train us, in order to help us, and in order to just grow us and help us to be mature. So I'll share some of the beautiful things that I have learned about hidden seasons. So hidden seasons sometimes can make you feel frustrated and angry and so much like, I really want to go and do this, but God is like, wait, I still got you here. I still need you here. And you're like, God, I really want to do this. I really want to get a job. I really want to start my business. I really want to start my ministry. And I'm really doing everything that I can, but it's not coming out. It's not working out. And God is just saying, come back here. And certain times, God is going to sever some relationships and some friendships that you will feel like you're so lonely, like physically, you will feel like you're so lonely, or you are in a place where people don't understand you in your mind or what you do and how you are navigating certain things in your life. You're in a space where nobody else gets you, and you know that the only person that can get you is God. So I feel like I'm gonna go to the story of the guy called Elijah, because Elijah is led into the wilderness. He's led into his hidden season by God, because God tells him, go away, I want you to hide. If we look at the beginning of the time of when he did that whole no rain thing, right? That is when God tells him, go away and hide. So God is the one who leads him into the hidden season. So I want you to know that God leads you into hiding. Okay, so when God leads him into hiding, He takes him to Cherith. And when you research the word Cherith, you begin to realize that that is a place that is called, it's called a lonely place, or a place of separation and cutting away. And that is powerful for me, because I get to realize that it was a moment for God to cut some things off of Elijah. So when you look at the picture of this place called Cherith, you will see that I don't think it's a place that people really come to. So it means that this is a place where Elijah was just him and God. So God will put you in a place where He takes away all the distractions in order for it to be just Him and you. So everything that He wants to do through you and right there with you, He's going to do it with you without any distractions, because it's only a time for you and God and no one else. So that is one thing that you will learn, that it is a time where God removes every distraction. So when He removes those distractions, now it's time for you to seek Him diligently and really listen and hear from God, and also allow Him to do the work in you. So another thing that God is going to do with you in a hidden or lonely season, or a season where nobody sees you, an obscurity season, what God is going to do with you is He's going to prune you, He's going to equip you, He is going to prepare you, and then later on positions you. So God is going to remove the things that He knows that you cannot go with these things. Maybe it might be certain behaviors, maybe it might be certain acts, maybe it might be different kind of thing. God is going to prepare you as well. He's going to equip you with everything that you need. And equipping for Elijah looked like him being prepared to know that God provides. Okay, this is the place where no one else was coming, and God was continuously providing for him. He was continuously giving him the food and the water that he needed. And when we look at David was completely anointed. He knew he was anointed. He knew he was going to be king, but for about 15 years he was still in a place where he was still tending to sheep. So God was putting him in a season where he was supposed to learn the things that were going to help him to be successful in the next stage, because now he knew how to fight the lion and the bear. So when you faced Goliath, you already know that I've got a God that comes through, because come on now, I've fought the lion and the bear and been able to conquer. So now that I'm going to do this particular thing, I'm going to fight Goliath Goliath is just going to be another piece of cake because I know my God. You know, this is a place where you begin to know your God. You begin to know the character of God. You begin to understand who God is in the hidden season. You begin to understand how he shows up for you, how he's a provider, how he's a protector, how he leads you, how he guides you, how he's a helper. You learn the character of God in the hidden season because you need that training when you get into the place God has called you to do something. So what you have to know about the hidden seasons is that God is a place where you learn the dependency on God. So you don't have a lot of people, you don't have a lot of things, so you learn to depend on God. You learn to say, God, it's just you and me. So sometimes, well, for me, let me just give you like an example, right? I was single with a few friends of mine, right? And then most of my friends got into a relationship and I was left by myself, and honestly still being single and everybody else in a relationship. And I was continuously asking God, why is it that everybody else is in a relationship except me? And then I realized that sometimes God will place you in a position where you learn to only depend on him, not because somebody else is doing the thing with you. So it was fine, you know, doing the singleness with everybody else because you're like, I've got people that I can tell, yay, look at this, look at what is going on. I'm tired, you know, I'm tired of being single and all of those kind of things. But now God probably takes away that in order for you to have dependence fully on God and not on anyone else. So whenever you feel lonely, whenever you feel tired of the season, you go to God. You're not going to anybody else because you know that your dependency is always on God. So that is one of the things that I believe that you learn in the wilderness, you learn in the hidden season. You learn to remove distractions so that you can seek God diligently. Sometimes you need to pray and fast and say, God, I want to be in a position where I receive everything. I want to know what exactly you are doing with this season. What exactly are you taking away? What do you want to cut away? What do you want me to lay down? What do you want me not to take in the next season? Asking God the right questions, that God, I want to steward this season correctly in order for me to not continuously complain. Because when we continue to complain in that season, sometimes we don't learn the things that God wants us to learn, and God will not release you until you're ready. So because you don't want to learn and you keep complaining, then God, you're going to prolong your stay in that season. And God wants to release you, but he can only release you when you're mature enough, when you are prepared enough, when you are ready enough for what he wants you to do, when you can see that you are ready for exactly the thing that he wants to gift you with. That is when he is going to release you. So one of the great things about a hidden season is that it's not forever. You will be released by God into the season maybe of your business being successful, your ministry starting, you being successful, and maybe finding a job and all of those things. God is going to release you, but he's going to release you only when you are ready. He's going to release you when you can see that you are absolutely prepared for this particular thing that he wants you to do or what he wants you to build. So that is one of the things, because when you look at Elijah, his success all the time, when you got out of off the brook of Cherith, when it dried up, he went to the widow of Zarephath, and he was able to help her get oil in order for her to sell and pay her debts. And Elijah did that because he knew now the provision of God. He knew the character of God, that God can provide, that God can come through. So now he shows up with that kind of confidence of the God that he serves. Because even when he does the victory at Mount Carmel, the greatest victory of Elijah, we see that he walks with so much boldness and confidence, not because he's amazing, not because he's clever, but because he knows the God that he serves, because he has been in this thing with God for a while. So he is confident in his God. He's confident in how he shows up. He's confident in how much he is amazing and how much he is great and how much he is ready to show himself as God to his people. So I think that those are some of the things that you can learn that are beautiful about the hidden season. It's tough. It's not the best thing, but I believe that it is still a great time where you learn a lot of things about God, where you learn a lot of things about yourself, and you get prepared for what God wants to do with you. So another thing that you can learn is that you don't have to rush to make friendships or relationships. So in this time, it's not time for you to rush to, because you're just looking for some sort of connection, and the main connection you need is that of you and God. So don't rush to have connections and relationships. Allow God to be the one who you depend on, and he will bring you to a place where you will have meaningful and fruitful relationships when it's time, and it will work out without you even forcing it, without you even trying to be like, I really need to have friends, I really need to have these people, I really need to have mentors, I really need to have this kind of people people, all that God is going to gift to you when you begin to walk with you and take you to the place that He has for you. That is when everything is going to come together. Relationships and friendships are going to come together for your sake from God, and destiny helpers are going to meet you on the way as well. So yeah, that is one of the things that you have to remember when you are in a hidden season or a lonely season. So hey guys, thank you so much for watching. This was just something that I wanted to share, and I hope that it's going to help someone. So you share in the comments and let me know if you have been in a hidden season, how it's been like. I would like to engage with you and hear how you are going through, how you're navigating the hidden season or the lonely season in your life. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again in my next video.